Would you rather be in a tables, ladders, or chairs match?
I like one or the other.
Yeah.
I like tables the most. I think tables are fun. You can do the most fun things with tables. At least in my tool shed, you know. I'm more of a throws kind of person.
Yeah.
So I can think of a lot of different ways to throw people through tables.
Nice.
That'd be fun. But no one's asking me, so no tables for me. No tables. I want to get a pillow without menstrual blood on it. Give me a pillow.
Oh.
I got flipping this pillow. I'm like, ooh, ooh.
All right.
We had fun last night.
Yeah. What's the worst part of going through a table?
The worst part about going through a table, I actually like going through tables. It's softer than an actual fall because it's like 2 miniature falls instead of one skadoosh, and so it's like boo boo instead of like skadoosh. And so and so yeah, I would take
The skadoosh is what got you.
Oh yeah, the skadoosh is always what gets me. But yeah, I'd take a table bump any day. I think they're fun, and it's just like, it's like special, you know. We can't do it all the time, and so I don't know. But you know, I don't get to. So whatever. Thanks for reminding me.
Is there a veteran whose advice you'd want to seek out for such a violent match?
Oh my God, what veterans would I speak to? I would talk to Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would. Jeff Hardy. Whenever I think of TLC, I think of him flying off ladders. But my amazing husband doesn't want me flying off any ladders, so maybe I should talk to somebody else.
Has the beating from Charlotte and General Road Wear and Tear... Let me restart down. Has the beating from Charlotte and General Road Wear and Tear built up a sort of armor for you, a callus? Are you ready for this because you can take more damage?
Well, I don't think it's any one or two events that made me ready for this. I think it's a lifetime progression of having to toughen up, you know? So, like, I get just as much help from, having experience in, like, say, Survivor Series and everything that happened there, but I also have an experience from running around the mat with a broken toe as a kid, and it's just, like, and it's a habit. My mom would say all the time, winning is a habit, but I think badassery is a habit too.
After getting Jax out of the way, is it time to pay back Charlotte in violent fashion, or is it focused back on Becky?
I think that Nia is a compound problem with Tamina. And I think that Becky and Charlotte are a compound problem as well. So I think I can't focus on one or the other because they'll both team up against me. So I have to be very aware of both at all times, I think. You know, I'm sure that they would betray each other, but I think against me, they would team up and find a common enemy in me. So I'm aware and ready for everything and anything.
Get it, babe.
I'm getting it, babe.
Get it.
I'm so getting it.
Becky Lynch wants to make history and have your match together headline WrestleMania, but will the competitive fire inside you be able to withstand the weight?
So it's interesting coming from a world where I had to... Well, this is a weird mix of blending reality and fantasy, and the fun part is only me and my opponents know where the reality starts and the vanity, or the reality ends and the fantasy begins, and so it's really cool, like feeling like it's like this is something like this isn't like a conflict that has happened upon like happened in my life. This is like a creation of ours in a way, you know, and nobody knows what's real or what's fabricated, and that's what makes it the fun part. Is like if only people knew like the women that I absolutely adore, and people can try and guess who you know what's real and what's not, who I really dislike and who I really don't, and who I really like and who I really don't. And the funny thing is like it's really hard to like try and hold a lot of things in, and you know, sometimes it's hard when you have like a lot of like love and respect for a person to like turn around and be like, fuck that chick, because this is that. But you know, like for every opponent I've had, like that's you know, that's not something that I'm doing against them or that they're doing against me. It's something that we're doing with each other. And I think like in training, I've always found that kind of camaraderie and competition, like with the Four Horsemen and the girls and stuff like that. Like we beat the crap out of each other and be closer afterward. And it's really cool to have that experience expand outside of just our little circle in our little gym. And you know, I'm trying my best not to name names and ruin things for anyone and be like, I really hate all those bitches. But, you know, we really are in a really, really special time, and we're achieving so many fantastic things, all of us together. And if we all have to take some verbal and physical licks from one another in order to make it happen, I think we're all honored to have the opportunity. And so regardless of what I feel personally about anyone, you know, what we're all creating together, like trumps all of that. And so if there's any kind of situation with anyone where I'd feel like, you know, oh, I'd really like to punch that person in the face in the middle of a hallway when I walk by them, you know, like, I think that's just part of being an adult is letting those people walk past you in the hallway and thinking instead of like, what can I do in this moment to make myself, you know, feel better and respond to my own emotions, as opposed to like, what can I do in order to be as productive and efficient with everything I've given in this situation as possible to get the results that I want, you know? Like, I think maybe as part of just like getting older, of like realizing what you feel like doing and what you actually want to achieve. And sometimes when you pass somebody in the hallway, all you feel like doing is punch them in the face, you know? Like with any job or work or anything, you know? I think of anywhere that I've worked in my whole life, there's somebody that I've worked with at a restaurant or a Home Depot or like somebody where you're just like, I want to punch you in the face, but you don't. Don't punch him in the face, because it doesn't achieve what you were trying to achieve by being there. And so
message.
That's my message. And so yeah, it's like in every situation in your life, there's going to be people that you're like, yeah, I would love to like elbow you across the bridge of the nose and make your face explode right now. But so the moral of the story is, when you actually grow up, you don't punch people in the face when you feel like it.
You sell pay-per-views.
You instead save that punch in the face for when it does you some good, you know? Like, there's a reason why I became a professional fighter, because just fighting people on the street is not very lucrative or good for your life.
Message.
There's the message. And so if you really have all this pent up aggression inside of you, find a really productive way to get that out of your system that makes the world a better place.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm taking all of my pent upness and putting it all in the main event of WrestleMania, so that the women can make history and we can break the seal and the ceiling.
Have they announced that yet, or is that?
No,
is
we're
that
calling it.
calling
Me and
that?
Becky are just calling that shit.
Do it.
Maybe Charlotte, you know, or maybe a three-way.